Hello everyone, I am Shweta J from Commerce Department, JSI PU College, Mysore. Today we will start the chapter Accounting for Partnership in part 1 from Accountancy. This chapter covers basic concepts. After studying this chapter, you will be able to understand various topics like definition of partnership firm and its essential features, and the preparation of partners capital account under two methods. One is fixed capital method and the second one is fluctuating capital method. The next you will also learn how to calculate interest on drawings under different situations, and guarantee of profit, and also profit and loss appropriation account. Now let's try to understand the definition of partnership firm. According to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, partnership defined as a relation between persons who have agreed to share the profits carried on by all or any of them acting for all. There is a special act, that is nothing but Indian Partnership Act 1932. This act was enacted in the year 1932. Hence, it was called as Indian Partnership Act 1932. This act governs all the partnership firm of a country, and there are many provisions, rules which are needed to be followed by each and every partnership firm according to this act. This act defines partnership as a relation between two or more persons jointly together start a business and share profit and losses among themselves. And as per the Partnership Act, there is no necessary that each and every partner has to take active part in the partnership business. Yes, there are some partners, there are few partners who will contribute their capital, but they will not active participate in the management of the partnership firm. Such partners are known as sleeping partners. In a partnership firm, there are few partners who will take active part, who will participate in the day-to-day activities of the business. Such partners are known as active partners. Such partners, active partners, work for the business as well as they work for other partners also. That is the partnership firm carried on by all or any of them acting for all. So according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, partnership is defined as relationship between two or more persons join hands to set up a business and share profit and losses among themselves. The next is features of partnership firm. Yes, in a partnership firm, in order to form a partnership firm, there should be at least minimum 2 persons needed. So here minimum 2 persons are needed to form partnership firm, and the maximum number of partners is 100. The first feature is 2 or more persons. There should be at least 2 or more persons to form a partnership firm. Minimum 2 persons is needed and the maximum is 100. So as per the new Partnership Act 2013, the maximum number of partners has been updated to 100. The next is agreement. The second feature of partnership firm is agreement. Partnership is basically the result of agreement. There should be an agreement between the partners to carry out some business as well as to share profit or losses among themselves. This agreement can be either oral format or in the written format. The next is business. The agreement between the partners must be to carry out some business and to share profit and losses among themselves. There is no partnership without the motive of earning profit. Take for example, if 2 persons A and B, if A and B jointly purchase a plot of land, then they will be called as only co-owner of the property. They are not called as partners. If the same person jointly purchases a plot of land, they engaged in the business of purchase or sale of plot of land, then they will be considered as partners. Here they purchase and they has to be involved in purchase and sale of property with the motive of earning profit. Then only it will be called as business and they will be called as partners. And the next is sharing of profits. According to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, all the partners in a partnership firm are entitled to share profits of the partnership firm. The next is unlimited liability. Here in a partnership firm, the liability of all the partners is unlimited, which means if, for example, if any losses occurred in the business, then partners has to sell their personal property to repay the debts of the partnership firm, because here we don't have sufficient fund to repay the debts of the partnership firm. For this reason, each and every partner are entitled to sell their personal property to repay the debts. So this will be called as unlimited liability. And the next is mutual agency. So here each and every partners has mutual understanding between themselves. Take for example, there are three partners, let them named as A, B and C. Here A wants to make an agreement with a third party called D. So here before making an agreement with the third party, A has to take consent from the other partners called B and C. So here here B and C should also agree to A, and finally A and B and C, all the partners are liable for the D. So this is the mutual agency or mutual understanding between the partners. And these are all the essential features of the partnership firm. Next is partners capital account. And this is very important, partners capital account. So here under this partners capital account, we are going to prepare two accounts. One is fixed capital and the second one is fluctuating capital. All the transaction relating to the partners are recorded in the books of the firm through the partners capital account. So here under partners capital account can be maintained by following two methods. One is fixed capital method and the second one is fluctuating capital method. So these are the two methods which are prepared, which are maintained for preparing the capital accounts. Is under fixed capital method, each and every partner have two separate accounts. The first account is capital account and the second one is current account. Under this method, the capital of each and every partner remains constant unless and until additional capital invested by the partner or any partner withdraw their part of their capital during the accounting period. So here this capital, the first is capital account. This capital account used to recording the capital invested by the partner and additional capital invested by the partner. And the second one is current account. This current account is used to record all other transactions like interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary, commission, share in profit or losses, etc. All these transactions are recorded in one account, that is nothing but current account. So here under the fixed capital method, we are going to prepare two accounts. One is a capital account and the second one is current account. The next, fluctuating capital method. So under the fluctuating capital method, all the transaction including capital invested by the partner and all other transaction like interest on capital, drawing, interest on drawing, salary, commission, all these transactions are recorded under one account called partner's current account. Now let's see the format of fixed capital method. And this is the format of capital account under fixed capital method. So in credit side, you should record first by balance brought down. So this is the capital which are initially invested by the partner, and it should be recorded as by balance brought down at the credit side of partner's capital account. 1/4/2018, because it is the opening balance of capital. The next is by bank or cash account. When partner invests additional capital during the accounting period, it should be recorded as by bank account or by cash account at the credit side of the partner's capital account. Then if any partner withdraw his part of the capital during the accounting period, then it should be recorded at the debit side of the partner's capital account as to bank or cash account. Then after recording all the transaction relating to the partner, then make a total at the credit side. Then you will get certain amount and deduct the capital withdrawn by the partner at debit side. Then you will get closing balance of capital of the particular accounting period to balance carried down. So once you record all the transactions in the partner's capital account, then make a total first at the credit side. You will get certain amount, the total, then deduct the capital withdrawn by the partner at debit side. Then you will get the balance amount that should be written as to balance carried down. So this is the format of partner's capital account under fixed capital method. The next is partner current account under fixed capital method. The same format should be followed. Date, particular, journal folio, amount, date, particular, journal folio, amount. You should mention debit and credit at each side of the corner. So this is the format under partner's capital account, partner's current account. First, you should record by interest on capital at the credit side. The next is by interest on additional capital, by salary, by commission, by profit or loss account. If there are a profit arised in the business during the accounting period, it should be distributed among the partners. So then it should be recorded at the credit side of the partner's current account as by P&L account, by profit and loss account, share of profit. And at the debit side, to drawings, to interest on drawing. So after recording all the transaction, then you should make a total of all the credit side amount. Then you will get certain total amount. From the total amount of credit side, you should deduct the total of debit. Then you will get to balance. You will get a certain amount that should be written as to balance carried down. So this is the format of partner's current account under fixed capital method. Remember, under fixed capital method, partner should have two accounts. The one is capital account and the second one is partner's current account. Capital account is used to record the partner's capital amount, the capital which are invested by the partners, and additional capital and withdrawal of capital should be recorded in capital account. So here in this method, the capital amount of the partner remains constant. The next is partner's current account. So under the partner's current account, you need to record all the transactions which are beneficial to the partners at the credit side. Credit side ಅಲ್ಲಿ partners ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ, ಕಮಿಷನ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ recorded at the credit side of the partner's current account. Whatever beneficial for the partners in a partnership firm, those transactions should be recorded in partner's current account at credit side. And in a debit side, you need to record only drawings account and drawings, amount of drawings, and the next is interest on drawings. Interest on drawing should be recorded at the debit side of the partner's current account. So this is the format under fixed capital method. The next is fluctuating capital method. Under this method, only one account is prepared to record all the transaction relating to the partners, including capital invested by them. Format is also same under this method also. First you have to draw date line, the next particular, then journal folio, date, amount, date, partner's current account, The name of the account under fluctuating capital method is partner current account. So here in this account, you are going to record all the transaction relating to the partner, like by balance brought down. So here by balance brought down is nothing but the capital invested by the partner. It should be recorded as by balance brought down. The next is by interest on capital, by salary, by commission, by profit or loss. Next here, two drawings, two interest on drawings, two profit and loss, here share of loss. To balance carried down. So this is the closing balance after deducting the total of debit from the total of credit. Now you can see the differences between the partner's current account under fluctuating capital method and the partner's current account under fixed capital method. Yes, under fluctuating capital method, first you need to record the transactions like capital invested by the partner as by balance brought down in credit side. Next, by interest on capital, by salary, by commission, by profit and loss account, if it is share profit arised in the business. The next, in the debit side, two drawings, two interest on drawings and two profit and loss account. If in case any losses occurred in the business, it also be distributed among the partners or shared among the partners. That should be written as two profit and loss account in debit side. Profit ಬಂದಿದೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಚುಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ just you are going to record the transaction other than the capital. Capital na bittu innella transaction enide adastu kuda record ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. By interest on capital, by interest on additional capital, salary, commission, drawings, interest on drawings, and you will get the balance carried down. So here in the partner's current account, you need to record all the transaction including capital. That is the main differences between partner's current account under fluctuating capital method and partner's current account under fixed capital method. And here under fluctuating capital method, the capital amount of the partners keep on changing because all other transactions are recorded under one account. ಒಂದೇ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ, ಕಮಿಷನ್, P&L ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ so we can see a differences. So here the capital amount keep on changing from year to year. So this is the differences between partners current account under fluctuating capital method and partners current account under fixed capital method. So this is the format of a partners capital account under two methods. One is fixed capital method and the fluctuating capital method. I hope you all have understand this concept. Thank you.